So if you want to put some things to the side, you can. It's best to have either another one of these. Sorry. I want you to practice with both types, the capsules and the syringes, because different doctors will use different ones. I think it's fading. I always get laryngitis when I get sick. I don't know why. In case you guys will. Well, you do that when you assemble your tray. I left off the washing hands before you put your PPE on, just because it just takes more time. But, you know, if you've touched all this stuff, now, I haven't looked at our patient today. For these set up.
Transfer mirror and explore at your dentist.
And it'd be down lower, but actually,
I'll see. Yeah.
okay. I think that's as far up as it goes. So I'm going to put my seat further up. And I'm probably just going to stand up since we know what tooth we're going to be working on. And actually what we'll do, we'll work on the mesial here of number 9. So we'll be working like in this area right here. This tooth actually needs a lot of help, but we'll be working right here, okay? And so I'm going to put these back. Now, for the exam, we didn't have you do the anesthetic setup because we really only need you to see it once, either for the amalgam or the composite. It totally depends on the filling, how deep it is, where it is. But if it's a small one like this, it is common that they may not give an anesthetic. I just want you to keep that in mind. That may vary.
Okay.
So before we start, then I'm going to have you, and most of these things I'm going to have you do, because when we get to the bonding agent and all, that is an expanded option. And I didn't put that on the sheet like I did the amalgam. So I do want you to understand that whatever type of composite system your office uses, they have their own shades. So, for instance, like this shade guide may not go specifically with what we have, because we just get all different kinds of stuff. But like, for instance, if you match it up, let's say you pick, like let's say make A1 or A2, that's a real common one. And you can take these out also. But let's say this one goes by L for light. And you look on here, and this one may say something completely different. It's actually a B1, which is one of the lightest ones. So for this, they may not match. Okay, but you'll choose shade. Do you know why you should choose the shade before you start? Because as you're working on the tooth, it'll be dried out, you know, because there's no saliva on it. So you want to match it like fresh right after they open their mouth, you know. So, all right, so she chose a shade.
Okay. Place cotton rolls for isolation and retraction.
So I'll have you place one up here. We're working on anterior. Just to kind of get the lip out of the way for it. And you may, yeah, those. You've already got the security piece, and then I would probably like have my mirror, and you would want to get your HPE. Let me know if I skip something.
Okay.
Excuse me. And then usually when Miss Weaver and I are testing, we usually actually we have this on. So, since I told you I'd be working here, I'm going to do kind of weird standing up. I don't know how they do it. I don't think I need to sit down. And there will be water, but I don't think that bottle has any water. And get your air water. And as a matter of fact, whenever you guys pick up your HPE to go start a procedure, like when they're drilling on something, go ahead and get this, because you can use it to retract, but also if they stop, the
Yeah.
mirror.
Yeah.
But also if they stop and pull out, you want to go ahead and just give it a rinse, or they may ask you to rinse it off just so they can see better on the
Then
tooth.
dry it, yeah.
So, the,
It said limited area rinse.
I don't know if
Yeah,
she's
so-
actually going through yours. Okay, so when you guys, when we're doing the exam, we're gonna have everything on. Actually, do you, I'm gonna do a little lower. Well, remember now, when you rinse, that's why you also want to keep that up here, and you rinse. Just because there's gonna be tooth dust and whatnot, okay? And also now, a lot of these things that you're doing, the dentist may do themselves. Everything on so you might as well, or make, the next thing you'll grab is a wedge. And now, if it's easier, if it's right up front here, and it's easier to put it in with your fingers, that's fine. Just remember, it's just like the other matrix. The shortest end goes toward the gingiva. Because, you know, your embrasure, the longer sides go up the teeth. So what you're going to do, I'll show you the first time. What we're doing is we're kind of, can y'all see it okay?
Mhm.
Is it like this? We're going to put it in here, but it's not going to stay like that. It'll fall out as soon as we start putting material. What you would do is you're going to put that wedge in here, but this time you can put it from the buccal because there's nothing blocking it.
Okay.
And you want to put it, yeah, exactly. It says on there like the opposite, and actually that's going to be a little small. See if that other one is big enough. Really the matrix, it's a little different. Like when you're putting it in with your metal ones, and it's real nice and tight, you are pushing up against that missing wall. Right here, I don't know if y'all can see, we're not actually right next to the wall, but I'm going to be pulling it. I can kind of have control over it with my mylar strip, so I'm going to pull this tight around it and secures it. But it also keeps the etching and everything from getting on this tooth. Okay, so now, it's not going to stay. Let me fold it. Fold there. You place the etchant or wherever the prep is. And this one, since it's got one already on it, it was left on there from last time because of the cap. We'll pull this back down. A lot of times people throw away caps. So you can either put a clean one on and leave it, but you gotta leave something on there. But since that was already on there, we want to put a new one. You can either put the yellow, and it just goes, you just kind of screw it in like that. And it may come out kind of fast.
Do we have to place some on here or here?
Yeah, well, I guess we should have just left it short. So you can see it. Okay, she's gonna put it directly like
Wait, what tooth are we doing?
huh,
Are we doing 9 or 10? It's okay.
9. I moved over because it was too loose,
Yeah.
but then you couldn't see where she was putting the,
Okay.
because there's actually a hole there now. Mm-hmm. You leave that or so. Get it real close up to the tooth.
Right.
If you're using a whole lot and it's the gel, like let's say you're doing a veneer and you're covering the whole facial surface, sometimes you can even, like, if you're not sure you're going to get it, you can wipe it a little and then like get the rest of it by rinsing it. Yeah, you always want to dry it really good before you put it in composite. Here. Just one little drop, and always make sure as soon as you do it, put that cap back on, because I don't want you getting yelled at by the dentist because they'll tell you to put that cap back on, because that stuff is also affected by the light and it'll harden and it'll also evaporate. Okay, now normally the dentist may do this. I'm having you do it. This is one of the expanded functions. applying bonding agent, applying desensitizers and bases, all that is a training function. So that's why you're going to do it. So you're going to place that. If the dentist does it, that would be a good time for you to go ahead and get your hearing light and have it ready. And then kind of be familiar with the way these things work. And there's different time settings on it. I don't know. That one right now says for 10 seconds. So that one turned it on.
Okay.
Second time you push it, it'll,
I actually turned it on.
yeah. For the bonding agent, just a few seconds is enough, but it was set on 10, so you can just turn it, hit the button. It's like whichever, most of the time you hit it once, and if it's just a couple seconds, then the next time you turn it, it'll turn it on. Okay? Now you're going to get your composite. Since I already opened this one, if you want to pack this, to toss that one in there. And with this one, you kind of have to slide it on and then there you go. Now, these are your thicker composites. Now, yeah, they may put it